Welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to characterize a VCO using an APPH20G. Before I started this tutorial, I have already set up the VCO. I have connected the internal supply voltage of the APPH to the VCO supply port, and I also connected the tune 1 of the APPH to the control voltage port of the VCO. Then I have already set up the supply voltage here. So when we click on here, I have set the voltage to 10 volt, which is the supply voltage required for this VCO to operate. And I've turned on the voltage, so you can see the VCO currently draws around 40 milliampere. When we go to the DUT info tab, which is down here, you can see the frequency being tracked by the APPH. You can see it drifts around between 2870 and 2871, so it's quite stable already. I have set up this measurement a few minutes ago, so the VCO is already stable, and what we can see here is the expected drift of the VCO. So after the warm-up phase of the VCO is finished, we can change over to the VCO Characterization tab up here. Here we have some options on the left side. Let's just go through them. We can set the number of tune points, which is the number of measurement points in our tuning range that we will use. We just leave this to 20 for the moment. Then we can select the VCO supply voltage. It's already set to 10 volt as I have set it in the absolute phase noise already. We can set the tuning range of the VCO. So I just set this also to the correct range, which in my case is from 0 volt to 10 volt. And there are some additional helper voltages that we could use. In my case I don't use them. But you have the supply 2 port of the APPH and the tune 2 port of the APPH, which have different characteristics for voltage and maximum current that can be supplied. We can also select the measurements that we want to perform. So we can choose between characterization itself, which is basically frequency versus tuning voltage. Then we have the tuning sensitivity of the VCO. We have the current that is drawn by the VCO, which is also a measurement versus the tuning voltage. We have the power, the output power of the VCO, and the pushing parameter, which is basically at the constant tuning voltage, how much will the frequency change when we change the supply voltage. So we are already set up here. I want to do all of those measurements, so I can just press the measure button and the measurement will automatically start. So you can see in the characteristics it's more or less what we expect. We expect a linear change over the tuning range of our frequency. On the right side we can see the tuning sensitivity, so we can see it's not perfectly linear. The tuning sensitivity varies between 85 and 130 megahertz per volt. We can see the current input at the various tuning voltages as well as the power output, and down here is the pushing characteristics measured. So that's already it. We have done a VCO characterization in a very short amount of time. It's very easy to set up and hopefully it's very intuitive for you. I hope this tutorial helped you in understanding how to characterize a VCO with an APPH, in my case an APPH20G. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for your attention.